Hello everyone, Master Soul Warrior here, and welcome to the start of Project YGGRDASIL. Not gonna waste any of your time, and let's just get straight into this.
Well then, let's do this.
Yes, and with me is my friend Galza777, so I can go over the style for this project.
Hey everybody.
Welcome to the first part of Let's Play Fire Emblem Genealogy of the Holy War. But for the sake of the video titles, I'll be referring to them as their Japanese name, Seisen no Keifu.
Probably the most popular Fire Emblem that hasn't been released in the West.
Mm-hmm. And for good reason too, but we'll get into that later. Start a new record. This takes place on the continent of Yggdrasil, or if you prefer, the actual YGGRDASIL. Now, the game makes a lot of references to Norse and Celtic mythology, so I'll try to get through those as best I can. Fortunately, I print off a list of references for it, but even the name of the continent itself is a reference. Yggdrasil is Norse for the World Tree, for example. So it makes sense that the name that a world tree would be the name for a continent, but anyway. Granbell rests in the center of the Yggdrasil continent, and was founded by Saint Aim, one of the 12 Crusaders. The name Aim is a reference to the Norse Heimdallr, which is the guardian of the gods, and was Loki's opponent in the Ragnarok, or would be, as the case may be, but moving on. Aim's descendants, the royal family, were joined by 6 additional duchies. Those other illuminated bubbles. Each with their own Crusader lineage. Each duchy possessed large territory and military holdings, and exercised partial autonomy while serving under the royal family. On behalf of the aging King Asmer, pictured here, as a handlebar mustache for whatever reason, the government was administered by the highly regarded Prince Kurth, who is his son. Assisting the prince was his confidant, Lord Byron of Chalfie, and Lord Ring of Ljungby. Thought I saw one for Ljungby. One sec. There it is. It's a Norse reference to Yngvi, which is an alternate name for the god Freyr. I'm not too sure about that one, but okay. I guess Chalfie was made up, alright. Prime Minister Reptor of Frege felt his position was being undermined. Calling on the avaricious Lord Langbard of Dozil, the two formed a coalition opposing the prince's authority.
Stuck-up pricks, like they are.
The young Lord Alvis of Veltimer. Even Alvis is a reference. His name is actually spelled from Norse with 2 S's, and he was actually a dwarf who was petrified by a Norse thing that I can't even read. Anyway, commander of the Royal Guard, had little involvement in governmental affairs. Yeah, I wonder. Only Father Claude of Edda could sense the impending crisis. Just as this drama was beginning to unfold, news of calamity arrived from the east. The peaceful town of Darna, located in the Yi Desert, came under siege by Isakian barbarians. Reports told of a massive slaughter taking place. Back in Granbell, public outcry began to grow, and before long the decision was made to subdue Isaac. Acting on his father's behalf, Prince Kurt departed for the front, commanding the lords from each duchy. There at his side, a warrior in his own right, revered for his heroism and bravery, was none other than Lord Byron. Only a handful of soldiers remained in Granbell.
Spot the problem here.
Owing to a diplomatic alliance with Augustria to the west, and the Verdane Kingdom to the southwest, fear of any kind of aggression was virtually non-existent. Gee, I wonder how long that's gonna last.
Yeah, no.
Cue trade-off in 3, 2, called it. Verdane Kingdom's massive army, spearheaded by Prince Gandalf the Green, See what I did there?
Yes.
Crossed into Granville territory unnoticed and laid siege to Jungby Castle.
Any one of you guys that's played a Total War game will know exactly how that feels.
Mm-hmm.
Your allies do this to you all the time.
Ideen, daughter of Lord Ring, had sole responsibility for the castle, entrusted with the protection of the kingdom by his father, Lord Byron. Sigurd the Man stayed behind at Chalfie Castle.
Sigurd the Broken, some people would argue.
Mm-hmm. With only a few soldiers at his disposal, he was rightfully terrified when news of the invasion reached Chalfie. Sigurd cried, "Those barbarians aren't laying a hand on Ideen." Having known Ideen since childhood, he was left with no other alternative. Sigurd promptly made the decision to take up arms. Gran Calendar 757. It was this very turn of events that cracked open the door of fate. No one at the time could have recognized this forewarning to the disastrous events to follow. And prologue.
Birth of the Holy Knight.
I'll be sure to put all of those in as a thing in editing, but anyway. Meanwhile, thousands of miles away at Jungby Castle. That's a lot of dudes. Yeah, I'll go into why this game is so well revered once I actually get started on it, but anyway.
The branded excuse.
Yes. I'm probably not going to voice act because 1, I don't have a lot of variety of voices, and 2, I cannot do a girl's voice to save my life.
You need to call and Ray for that.
Yeah. Anyway, these are 2 characters we'll be getting soon enough. These are on the left, Midir, and on the right, Ideen, if you'll remember. They are actually Celtic references to each other, and they are actually and they're actually husband and wife in Celtic mythology, anyway. So
you can actually do that. You can actually do that in this game if you want to.
Hey, don't spoil stuff. So yeah, if you haven't already guessed, Ideen is of the Lena archetype. A lot of archetyping in this game. But then again, that's what Fire Emblem's famous for.
In other words, your token staff bot.
Pretty much. Oh. Meanwhile, thousands of miles away at Chalfie Castle. Oh yeah! Gandalf the Green has laid siege to Jungby. Ah, Noish. He is the typical red cavalier archetype, focusing on strength and defense.
Yep.
And he's also a Celtic reference in and of himself, the husband of a woman named Deidre.
And Sigurd's basically saying, you just sit back, watch while I solo the Verdian army.
You actually can do that.
Quite easily, in fact.
Mm-hmm. But we'll get into why soon enough. And here comes the Green Cavalier archetype, Alec.
He's a pretty cool turban.
But that's about all he has. Being the Green Cavalier archetype, he focuses on skill and speed a lot of the time.
And that's pretty much all he usually ever gets.
Pretty much. This is actually a hint for the game, but I'll go into that soon enough. Oyfe. He's an important kid. Lord Caesar. I'm willing to bet that's actually a reference to Caesar. Oh hey Oyfe, how you doing?
Well, there's a far more blatant reference later on in the game to Caesar.
Oh yeah. I think I know what you're talking about, but it's a ways down.
I don't want to do spoilers just yet.
Yeah. Because there's a big thing with the game that comes around midway through that we can't really talk about. Well, not yet anyway. So yes, Oyfe basically is the sort of background tactician character. Oh, here it goes. Yeah, that's actually a hint. If you lose your original castle, it's game over. Oh, And this is Arden. He follows the Doga archetype. Unfortunately, he does not do the Doga archetype justice, and his name... And apparently in Celtic mythology, Arden was Noish's brother. And yet they look nothing alike.
And he's basically this game's Bot 1K, you'd say.
Yes.
I mean, not just the game, even if you read the Magna versions of it, you'll see it gets mocked up even more. I mean, the developers specifically decided to make him a unit as bad as possible.
Yeah, Arden is arguably the worst unit you get in this game. And so, at long last, we begin. Real quick, I'm going to do my configurations. Message speed fast, enemy fast. Autosave on file 1, auto cursor off. Quick save. Boom. Anyway, this is Sigurd. He is a Lord Knight, and believe it or not, he's actually a pre-promote. See, these are his bases. He's capable of using swords and lances. If you're wondering what the star is for, I'll go over that at some point, but this game also has a version of something called the leadership bonus. The leadership bonus works like this. You have a unit who has a leadership bonus, and the area and a 3 square radius around them is anyone in that radius gets a certain increase to evasion. Well, hit and evade. In Sigurd's case, it's a plus 10 hit and evade bonus, but it goes up to 5, in which case 3 is 20, 4 is 30, and 5 is 40.
Note that enemy units that have a leadership 1-star gets no hit and evasion bonus.
Oh, they don't? I thought they did.
Nope. Nope, only starts from 2 leadership stars. So anyone who has 1 leadership star does not get a bonus.
1 is basically null and void. This is something that I can't go into too much detail right now because we don't have enough characters to really do it justice. But this is what I like to call the Crusader Roundtable. It's for the bloodlines, but I'll go into that later. Anyway, Sigurd as a lord is arguably one of the best in the history of the franchise. Some consider him to be the ultimate lord, and for good reason. And his growths do back that up quite well. I'll post them on screen, probably over where the items are. I'm just leaving it up long enough so I remember to do it while I'm editing. Gotta look forward to the future, folks. Anyway, Sigurd himself is actually a reference to the story of Siegfried, who, for those of you who don't know Norse mythology, Siegfried was a holy knight who slayed a dragon, drank its blood, and became immortal.
Note that this chapter is called Birth of the Holy Knight.
Next up, we have Alec, a social knight, or cavalier if you're used to modern Fire Emblem games. Cavaliers, like Sigurd, are capable of using swords and lances. As I said before, Alec follows the green cavalier archetype, so he's mostly skill and speed growth, but that's not to say that... Well, really with cavaliers, it's kind of a toss-up. They're either good or they're bad. It just depends on your luck, really.
I would say Alec's pretty bad.
I don't know. I'd argue Noish is worse.
Oh, Noish is worse, but he makes
Alec is at least salvageable.
Noish is better for other reasons, which I can't get to discuss just yet.
Alright, that thing. Anyway, this is
Noish.
Skills. The strength cav. I'll go over that in a second. I just want to get to Arden. This is Noish. I'm sorry, there's really not much else to say about him. There's really not much else. Oh yeah, one more thing. Not every character is going to have a circle in the thing. That means that they have no holy blood whatsoever. And if you remember what Sigurd thing was, how his was glowing like that, that means he has the major... That means his blood is major. Minor is just a normal square. And this is Arden. Arguably the worst unit in the entire game.
Also, having holy blood not only increases your growth rates, but also your weapon ranks, depending...
Oh yeah, it does. I forgot about the weapon rank bit. But each of the holy bloods has a different thing for growth, and we'll get into that more when we get more unique blood traits. Just wanted to try to leave the noise thing up. But anyway, This is the first game in the franchise to make use of the concept of skills. Unlike in the other Fire Emblems that use skills, however, you cannot take skills off, you cannot give them to someone else, and you cannot learn them from a book. You have them from the get-go, and when you promote, you get more. In Sigurd's case, he gets what's called the Pursuit skill. This plays into your attack speed setup. Basically, if you're faster than your opponent, even if it's just by 1 attack speed, you will be able to attack again, being able to what the Fire Emblem fans like to call double.
Note that you need Pursuit to double. Doesn't matter how much faster you are than your opponent, otherwise, if you don't have that skill, you're not going to double, regardless. End of story.
That's kind of what I said, dude. Just saying. But anyway. The attack speed formula in this game is a little bit different because there's no Constitution stat, and that wasn't introduced until FA5 as the build stat. But basically what you need to do is you need to take your speed, in Sigurd's case 12, and subtract the weight of the weapon, which is the WDHT, and if you hit the X button for how you have this set up, you'll be able to see what your weapon weight is. You take your speed and subtract the weapon weight from that. The leftover speed is your attack speed. In Sigurd's case right now, he has 9 attack speed.
The downside to that is that because swords and wind magic are much lighter than the other weapon types, it makes them kind of unbalanced, especially wind magic, as they are the exact same hit and might as other magic types.
Yes. Now allow me to demonstrate the weight difference. A steel sword weighs 3, an iron lance weighs 12. It really cuts you down. But yes, the objective is to get to this castle here. This is Jungby. This is your first one. Also, there are going to be bandits attacking these villages here. You want to get to them because they'll usually give you money, information, or weapons, or rings. We'll get into those later.
If a bandit starts attacking,
each one can be hit. Each one can survive 10 turns from these guys. It takes 2 turns for one part of the village to go down. So you have a little while to do it, but the longer you take, the less money you get when you finally get to them.
For an undamaged village, you get 5,000 gold, and it decreases by 500 each turn it gets damaged.
Exactly. Now, this game is famous for having large maps. This is just the prologue here. And this map is already quite big. Well, it's one of the reasons why it's famous, but as far as why I wanted to do this game, I've been playing it a lot lately and it's really gotten in my skin, so I want to try to do this justice.
Oh, you think you were used to completing maps in about 10 turns or so?
It won't happen here. The maps are so big it's going to take forever.
Let's expect in some maps to spend over 50.
Oh yeah, I can definitely do that. But I have a plan for this as far as the project goes. The actual recording for the actual see, because the maps are so big, I'm going to split them apart by castle capture for the most part. Now granted, sometimes it's going to have to change because the distance between one castle to the other can be quite long, but that shouldn't be a problem here. Let's talk about this. The HP represents your current health, the attack represents what you'll do to your enemy, your current attack power, defense represents your defense against a physical attack, and your accuracy is your hit rate.
You should probably go over your other unit skills, not just Sigurd's.
Oh, right, I forgot about that. See, there's a lot to talk about with a game like this, and I also want to try to make this my most informative project to date. Anyway, Noish has a couple unique skills. He has the critical skill, which is the only way you can actually critical an enemy, besides if a weapon has it. And you see, and you notice how next to the weapon rank there's a star with a 1 next to it here? That's the number of kills that weapon has. If you get to 50 with a particular weapon, that weapon will get the critical skill.
Notice that the critical skill doubles your weapon attack, your total attack power, so...
Yes, it doubles your attack power for that particular attack. It doesn't do triple damage like it does in some of the later, games. It's a very valuable skill to have. And this is charge, which, what was that one, charge? Here it is.
Extends attack
It
rounds.
activates 2 to 20 rounds of combat when HP is above or equal to 25. Though anything above 5 rounds is apparently very rare. And it activates based on the user's attack speed minus the enemy's attack speed, plus HP cut in half.
It's better using in a bow user than a physical one because you're likely to take more counters.
Arden has the skill Ambush, which will let you attack first when your HP is below half.
It's a very useful skill compared with others
And it actually negates
Wrath.
and it actually negates an enemy's charge skill. So if an enemy has charge and they knock Arden down on his turn, even if he's slower, he can go first. I believe Alec has Pursuit and Nihil, or as it's referred to, Awareness. Nihil is basically the exact same skill as it is in Fire Emblem Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, so I don't really need to say too much about it there. But it nullifies enemies' special attacks, and I believe it nullifies other skills.
It nullifies criticals as well. And also makes them immune to super effective weapons.
Oh, I didn't know that, but I'll keep that in mind.
So Horse Layers won't affect Alec. They'll just do regular damage.
Away! So, yes.
So if you have the hill and a flyer, they won't take super effective damage from bow users.
Or the Wing Clipper. And now, it's time for the enemy phase. Oh, it's Gandalf. Oh, I forgot about this one for Gandalf. Where was it? Oh, yeah, apparently in Norse mythology, Gandalf was a dwarf. And, oh no! Event critical! No. Oh, good riddance, I guess. Smoke rises from the Mountain of Doom. The hour grows late, and Gandalf the Green rides to Ljungby, seeking Ideen's... Yeah, I think I'll stop there. I'd rather not push that too far. So yes, this is a kidnapping. And here's another event set up right here. Taking out the bridge. Boop! God, these guys are all pigs. And so they leave the map.
Typical bandits.
Yep. It's DiMaggio. I wonder if his name is Joe.
There's one.
And it's time for Sigurd to show people why he's awesome.
There's one thing that's kind of irritating about the bosses in this game, that you'll be seeing a lot of reskin.
Yeah, there's a lot of reused sprites in this game, and I mean a lot. Even some of your own characters are guilty of this. Oh. Ow. Cut. Cut. Yes,
apparently, Alec doesn't understand the concept of weapon triangle.
Apparently not. Oh no, bandits are going for the villages, no.
So was it plus minus 20 in this one, the weapon triangle?
Yeah, the weapon triangle advantage gives you a 20%, gives you plus 20 to your hit. Whereas if you have the disadvantage, you lose 20. Unlike later Fire Emblems where it's only about 5% difference. And here we get two new units. On the left, that is Azel, and on the right, that is Lex. And apparently Azel has a crush on Ideen. Alright. And if you set the save up like I did, you get to save at the start of every turn, which makes getting back from a screw-up a lot easier. I think that's usually how everyone sets it up, but anyway. This is Lex. He is an Axe Knight. This is a unique class at this point in the game. Well, in the series, I think. I don't remember there being Axe Knights in the earlier games. But, as you can see, being an Axe Knight, he only uses axes, and he comes with... Oh, whoops. He comes with Ambush and Elite. Elite doubles the amount of experience you get in all situations, whether that be from just damaging an enemy or actually killing an enemy. This skill is one of the best skills in the entire game because it makes leveling up a lot easier.
Lex is one of your best units.
Lex is arguably one of the best units in the entirety of this portion of the game. And not just for that reason, and not just because of the Elite and Ambush skill.
Nope, his Minor Nair Blood gives a big boost to his defense, so he becomes a really
I said
fast...
I was going to go over those later.
Oh, just... Basically, Lex will be a huge mounted tank, and he'll grow fast.
His only problem is, without Pursuit, he can't double. But you get something in the next chapter to make up for that.
Also, he's not too great early on, because Accusers hit him hard, and he isn't very good at evading at all.
Yeah, that's the other problem with axes. And this is Azel. He is a general mage with a focus on fire, because he comes from House Velthamer, with minor follow blood. He has Pursuit, which actually lets him double. And
High magic.
Overall, he's a decent unit. He's arguably one of the most well-available fire mages ever.
His problem is that he's a fire mage in this game, where fire magic is at its worst.
Yeah, the problem is fire magic is not that good in this game. Thankfully, he can use the other kinds as well. And the other kinds have different specialties.
Also, his movement is terrible in this huge maps.
Yeah.
But one good thing about him is that he does gain a horse when he promotes to Mage Knight.
Yes.
So if you give him promotion, he'll be god.
Let's get started. So this is the mage animation here. Bloop. Hadouken! As you can tell, mages are best for distance attacking, but they can melee up close if need be. I think I'll sit you here. I won't go for the village just yet. Need to figure out which of them needs the money more.
You really only should if the enemy is an archer.
We'll get into that later. This was actually the first game to introduce the weapon triangle as an effect for the game. You know what, I'm gonna chance it. Oh yeah, one thing about this game is it runs on a single RNG. So really you cannot trust... So literally, like, the numbers you see, those are the numbers you get. Unlike the later games where it's a double RNG, so it's not quite as accurate. Ardent Smash!
Now, Noishi's problems is that though he has excellent skills, he's a bad user of him because critical relies on his skill stat, which is one of his worst stats.
I think it's one of his worst growths.
Yeah, his skill's horrible.
I'm sure people will figure it out from when I put up the gross in editing. Yeah, it's time for Secure to smash more faces. But anyway, like I was saying earlier when we were talking about Azel and why he's not the best early on because of his movement. The thing is, the maps are so huge, and therefore this makes this game in the series the biggest culprit for putting emphasis on mounted units.
Oh, definitely.
See, mounted units all have at least 8 movement, promoted up to 9.
Which is one of the reasons why Arden's so bad.
Mm-hmm. Arden's pretty much never going to catch up. Pog.
Also note that units in this game cap their level at 30.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention. Well, the ones that don't oh wait, yeah, that's right. I forgot.
It's universally 30.
Yeah, the general level cap is 30, but units can't promote until level 20. And this was also the first game in the series to introduce the concept of the 30 stat cap. Ow! Son of a bit.
So because everyone has their level at 30, being pre-promoted is a major advantage in this game. Because you're not missing out on levels like you would in other Fire Emblem games.
And so yeah, you'd think that being a pre-promoted Gross would be bad. They're not. HP, skill, speed, luck. And sorry about the screen jumping. That's a thing with Z-SNES and probably with the ROM as well. I have no idea how to fix it. Sorry, folks. Want to get to that one down there. And should be... Oh. More units! Oh yes. These are Quan and Ethlin. Once again, Celtic mythology comes in here. Quan being a reference to Sion, the father of the god Lu, and Ethlin being a reference to Ethnu, the mother of the god Lu, so once again married. And apparently Quan and Sigurd were friends and now brother-in-law because Ethlin is his little sister. And this manly man is Finn. He's a Celtic reference to Fionn Macumail, a legendary hunter and warrior. At least I think I said that right. Anyway, Quan is a Duke Knight, the promoted form of Finn, who's a Lance Knight. As the name suggests, they can only use lances. Sorry, what'd you say?
I was about to talk about Finn, who's a major player in the midquel, you could say, this game,
right.
Freysia.
Well, technically, well, yes, because of the sequel, FE5, which takes place in between a couple of chapters in this game, Finn gets the most screen time out of any character in the Yggdrasil saga. And he's arguably one of the most important units as well. But, anyway, this is Quan, as I said, Duke Knight, level 4. His growths are okay. He's not one of the better units around, but he'll get the job done in a pinch, and at least weaken a unit down severely enough for someone else to kill.
Strength, and more strength is what you expect.
Yes,
from his
sadly.
level ups.
He comes with the Continue skill, which will allow consecutive attacks, just like a hero weapon. And the activation rate is attack speed plus 20.
Damn it, Nick, I was wanting to say that.
Nope. Sorry, dude. My job. As you can see, he comes with Major Nova blood.
And you can use pretty much any lance available.
But we'll go over those growths at another time. If you're wondering about the lover thing, characters in this game can get married, but we'll go more into detail on that later. This is his wife, Ethlin, who comes with a critical skill, which we've already went over, and she is a troubadour. I was a young troubadour when I'm working on a song. Anyway, troubadours in this game are probably some of the best in the entire series because rather than just being locked to healing, they can also use swords. And because of her minor Baldo blood, she can go up to A in swords, which is quite handy.
Her only real problem is that her magic growth is non-existent.
Which is stupid, considering that she is a basically magic-oriented class. And this is Finn, once again, a Lance Knight. Finn has arguably well-balanced growths, I find. I've had a couple Finns turn out very well for me, especially on my practice file. Which he's seen all of. Finn comes with the... Oh yeah, Finn also has no Holy Blood. Finn comes with the skills Pursuit and Prayer. Prayer is probably the most complicated skill in the entire game. Basically, if you get knocked to 10 HP or less, your avoid will increase by... Let's see what the formula is. 11...
10 for every 8. 10 avoid for every HP under 10.
Oh, okay, 10 avoid for every HP under 10. So if you get down to 1, you basically have 100 plus avoid, which makes you nigh on untouchable.
But it only lasts for one turn.
Yeah, that too. But yes, that's it for the new characters this map, so we won't have to do too much. Thankfully, there's only one more event in the prologue, and we should be getting to that pretty soon. Oh wait, that won't be till after we capture the castle. Go, Arden! Yeah, I might fast forward enemy turn movement once, you know, you get the established flow of where they're going, just to save a little time. Because later on, with how huge the maps end up being, it just makes sense.
Uh-huh.
Up. I was hoping he would have activated critical there. Oh well.
Good luck on that.
See if you get this. Yep, 4,500 Gs.
All villages get money. Some will give other items.
I mentioned that earlier, but thank you. Some of them will give you weapons, some of them will give you just information, and some of them will give you things called rings. There's actually a actually the village just to the southwest of Jungbi actually does give you a ring.
Which is a speed ring.
Yes, which increases speed by 5. Each of the rings has a different effect.
And yes, you can...
And they do stack.
You can hoard them up in one character to make them overpowered if you so choose.
Yes.
In fact,
Ow.
This might be...
Oh!
In some
Go Lex! Dodging 62 is like a champ.
In fact, some characters you'll need to stack rings just to make them viable combatants.
Sad but true. Sigurd smash. Hop. Cut. Dead. God, every time I see Sigurd's battle sprite, I can't help but think of my project on Minecraft that I've been doing for a while. Because I actually built his battle sprite in Minecraft. It took me like 2 hours to do it, and I kept having to redo it. Because I kept screwing up on the border. But it was worth it, because it looks majestic.
Going to post screenshots later?
I might. Cut, dead. Oh yeah, terrain also provides bonuses or takes things away. In the case of the forest, they provide plus 20 avoid, like they always have. The road, even though it extends your movement, will actually cut your avoid down by 10. I believe the desert does the same thing. And towns also provide a plus 20 avoid bonus. Oh, nope.
Intact towns, that is.
Yes, if they're intact. Otherwise, they just become ruins and don't do anything. South. Nope. Cut. Dead. I'm starting to get a little headache here. Oh. Nope. Dead. Oh, so close. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I think Super Nintendo games like had some of the best music in video games. I don't know what it is, they're just so damn catchy, and this game is no exception. You ever notice that?
Oh yeah, I definitely really like this game's music. Unfortunately, I can't hear it at this moment in time because
sorry.
of Skype.
Oh, what are you gonna do? Anyway. What Azelle was sitting on was a church. A church will heal you for all of your HP. However, it costs you 5 gold for every HP that you heal back. So because Azelle had 13, it cost him 17 times 5 gold. Which I don't remember exactly what that works out to.
It's a small amount of money, it doesn't really matter most of the time.
But it's worth it for an all heal, so if you see a church nearby and your healers are all used up, go for it. There's really not much else I could say. Arden! He's just going toe-to-toe with this guy. Hop. Bonk. Oh! And he counter-bonked. Let's see if Alec can finish this guy off successfully. Almost. Oh, that's right, he doesn't have anything else. Damn. I think I'll let Arden finish him off. Why not? I feel like being nice today.
Because, you know, if you went for it, the game would probably troll you and let Alec die.
I don't trust a single RNG, I'm sorry. Cut. Nope. Well done, Noish. Well done. Finn, man. Get him, Finn. Hug. Pog. Ow. Pog. That was worth it. Just as planned. Oh, man. Damn. Well, that didn't work. Oh, well. Come on, get your ass over here. Alright.
There is a way for your units to get skills that they don't normally have by use of some rings, but they are very valuable,
yes.
and there's only
a few of them. Not all rings carry the same effect. So, see, some of them raise your stats by 5, some of them do things with the shop, some of them will let you double attack with various skill types.
The elite ring will give you double experience.
Yes, there's that too. I just want to clear off that one village for later. Whoop. Nope. So I'm trying to get around and save all the villages in time, but... Actually, should I fast forward through the village a bit? Just because we've all seen it before? You think that'd be a good idea?
You can skip through some of the enemy turns, just to save some time.
Yeah, because these maps will start going on forever. Accuracy 0. I love that. Hup. Bonk. Nope. Bonk. Dead. And Sigurd levels up again. Level 7. What we got? HP skill.
That was pretty bad for Sigurd's standards.
Yeah, that's really not up to par, bro. You gotta do something about that. You need to bring a Zell up here to take care of this village.
Yeah, notice you didn't give him the speed ring, so who are you planning giving it to?
I'll bring him down around for it. Just wanted to take care of this and all too. Hup. Bonk. Dead. And Lex levels up. And that's how much experience you get with the elite ring. I mean, elite skill. Bleh. Skill defense. Whoa. Whoa, there's that minor nair kicking in. There goes the glass of milk again.
I'll take any skill that Lex gets. He needs
to
be an axe user.
That's probably his poorest skill. His skill is probably one of his poorest growths. Speed, probably a close second. And... dead! Arden killed something else, oh my god. Level up.
Though in most cases...
Magic defense!
Wait, what? What? Are you serious?
Yes! You saw it too! Oh my
That's
god, that was great.
That's like 5%. Let me just check.
I'm
pretty sure it's
I'll put
only
up the
5.
gross in editing so people will be able to laugh even harder at that. Well done, Alec.
Yes, 5%.
You heard it here, folks.
Most growth tied with magic.
Ethlyn, you need to heal. Yes, this is pretty much what the Troubadour class is good for, aside from doing minor attacks, is healing. And Ethlyn is pretty much one of your biggest heal bots. I say one of because obviously there's more than one. This is Fire Emblem after all.
It would actually help if you give her a better staff as soon as possible, because her magic isn't that great.
Yes.
And the next heal bot that you get
One man.
Well, has considerably more magic.
Hup. Here we go. This is Duke Knight in action. Hup. Poke. Oh, you didn't activate continue. I don't know why, but continue for Quan has such a low activation rate. It's terrible.
It's because lances are heavy, that's why.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh. Okay, charge right up to the guy who's going to kill you. Okay. Nope.
But if you give him the pursuit ring, he turns into God, basically.
Well, pretty much anyone who can't double and is given the pursuit ring becomes a good unit. Oh. Ow.
Aye, but especially someone with as much movement as Quan. Not to mention the defense as well.
True. Ow. Fortunately, those three guys standing right there don't have hand axes. There we go. Saving a little time. Ethlyn, you need to get over here and heal your husband. Actually, let me move him back a little.
You could have poked that archer on your way back, you know?
Hmm?
You could have poked that archer on your way back.
I could have, but I wasn't thinking. Oh well. See if... 16 would be 32, that wouldn't be quite enough. Because I want to try to give Finn as much experience as he can get. Because of something that happens in a couple of chapters.
I don't think Finn would double the archer.
Why not?
Because bows are lighter than lances. Let's see. Check the AS.
Great.
Okay, it's got -1.
Negative 1 AS.
Finn has -2. He won't double.
Damn it. I was gonna sit him here then.
Oh,
I
fun
guess I'll pull
fact.
Sigurd back to take care of this guy.
This is the only game in the series where you have negative AS.
Yeah.
Negative attack speed.
It's the only game where it's possible to happen. And here comes slow as balls Arden. So you could go up here and take that.
Yeah, the game tells you, for good reason, that he's the guy guarding the castle, because he's not going to be seen.
He's not going to be seeing too much action, but I'm going to try to be nice to him. After all, I was able to do really well in my practice file. Ow. Poke. Poke. Actually, oh wait, what am I saying? Oh, oops. Did not mean to hit the fast forward button there. Ow. What the heck? See, this is why you can't trust a single RNG, folks. Single RNG is the devil. Okay, this guy has 21 hit on 21 HP. Blah. Yeah, why not, Alec? Weaken him down. Slice. Nope. Slice. And level up. What we got? HP defense. Alright, I'll take it. Can never have too much defense.
I would too, especially considering Alec is usually made of paper.
Finn man. Poke. Yeah, Finn gets a lot of experience early on because he's level 1. Healing. And super speed healing. Talk to your brother. Yeah, there's also some background talks too, and some of the later ones will actually give you stat bonuses, sometimes multiple.
That's something I liked about this game. I wish to repeat that in future Fire Emblem games. Like some support conversations would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than just the standard
hit, evasion, and attack bonus.
was thinking some of the, like the Path of Radiance convos, support bonuses in particular, like the Mia and Riss ones. You'll know what I mean if you read about them in Cernus Forest. So she basically tries to train Riss as a sword fighter.
Seriously? I've never seen that one, I don't know that. I never really use support so much in Fire Emblem if it's not already that obvious. Secret Smash. Oh! Sibling critical! That's another unique thing about this game. If a sibling is next to another sibling, there's a small potential for a sibling critical to go off.
I believe it's 20% chance.
HP, skill, speed, defense.
Pretty manly.
Okay, I'll take that. I'm surprised his strength isn't going off, but okay, he's balancing himself out. I like that. Let's have Quan do some more poking.
Hey, you saw onto my cigarette.
Poke. Ow. Damn it, Quan, why you no activate continue? Meh. And talk to your friend. Quan is pretty badass. Not as badass as Sigurd, but he's pretty badass in his own right. The Lance Ritter. Ritter is actually a German word for knight, so that's another little sort of thing there. There's a lot of Ritter units in this game. And Barhara, that's the capital of Granville, by the way, is actually the Romaji version of the Norse heaven Valhalla. So, like I said, a lot of references here, folks.
Each of the territories of Granville, duchies of Granville, has their own Ritter version.
Yes. Well, it's not just Granville. There's actually even Leinster has one.
Mm-hmm.
Leinster is a place we'll get into later. Well, it's actually where Quan is from. It's one of the countries on the Thracia Peninsula, and Azel levels up to 2. HP, skill, speed. That's actually quite good because my last Azel the Azel in my practice file did not get a lot of skill.
Speaking of Thracia, have you ever played Thracia, Nick?
I tried. This is an explanation of the weapon triangle, which if you play later Fire Emblems, you already know this off the top of your head, but it's basically rock, paper, scissors. It's basically, imagine it'd be like swords would be scissors, axes would be rock, and lances would be paper.
But I do like it in some respects. It has got a lot of great ideas, unique ideas, but
yeah,
the
but
execution
it's so
in some places
hard.
I don't know why they thought it'd be a good idea to make healing stabs possible to miss.
Yeah, I know, that was stupid. No one cares. I think I'll have Azel grab this one too while he's here. Yoop! The ruling family of this area has been master swordsmen for generations. It's no surprise that the Choppies are all descended from Baldo, the god of light. That's actually a direct lift from the Norse. Baldo being a reference to Balder, the god of light. And the Tyrfing is a reference to a holy weapon made by the dwarves in Norse mythology, but it was also cursed. We'll get into the holy weapons much later.
And talking about Master Swordsman, I know that anybody that has Baldo Blood, even just minor, will have increased sword rank, proficiency in sword ranks. So
yeah, each one of the major... Anyone who has a major of any kind will have a boost to one of the weapon types. In 3 cases, it's going to be sword, a couple lance cases, and the rest are all separated into single sets.
if you have minor Holy Blood, it will boost your class's base weapon ranks by 1 level.
Finish him, Finn. Yep. Poke. Dead. And Finn levels up to 2. HP, strength, defense. Hey, not bad, Finn. Could always use more defense. Sit you here. I think he'll attack once I provoke him. So, get over here. Get a Noish. Bonk. Oh. And Noish levels up to 4. HP, skill, strength, speed, defense. What?
Whoa.
Holy crap, that's the best opening noise level I've ever seen. What is going on here?
Must be one.
This must be a good file.
Or maybe he's just hoping that you use him this time.
Ow. No game, I'm not doing it. No matter how good you make him, I'm not going to use him. No, I want Finn to get that. Alright, end the turn.
At this rate, Arden might actually catch up.
Oh, just as planned. That's right, come here. Pog. Pog. And dead. Just like I wanted. No one cares. Church time! And would you look at that, Arden caught up. Like a son bitch he is.
And there's nobody left to fight except the boss. Just pretty damn typical of Arden.
But considering this is pretty much one of the only ways Arden's actually going to get experience, I gotta be fair to him somehow, you know? Oh, Eithlin's about to hit level 2. Damn.
There's also the arena, but we'll go into that next map.
Yeah, you don't have access to the arena in the prologue. Or the item shop, for that matter. You have access to the pawn shop, for whatever reason. Actually, nah, I won't do that yet. Just sit. This one's also just money, so feel free to take as long as you need. I should be able to have him next turn, I'm pretty sure. And Eithling hits level 2. Trust me, if you heal everything, you will get your people high up real fast. Really, Eithling? Jesus Christ. Actually, since Quan has a javelin, I think I'll give him the opening gambit. Let's go. Oh, that's right, I forgot to explain the boss. Oh well. Lord DiMaggio. Oh. Oh, continue.
Continue.
Aw. Dang it, Quan. Why couldn't you have been awesome and hit? Oh well. This is our boss for today. This is DiMaggio. He has -5 AS with that steel axe of his, 1 authority star, so no noticeable bonus, and he's an axe fighter class.
Can hit hard, but that's about it.
Pretty much. Go, Arden! Ow. Okay, maybe that. I guess that probably wasn't the smartest idea, so I might have to redo this turn, actually.
Yes, because Arden will die if he takes another bullet.
That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing, not gonna lie.
Better make sure you don't move Sigurd so he gets his leadership bonus.
And you also get healing from the castle. Oh, ambush. Bonk. Oh, restart.
And Nick screws up on the prologue.
Shut up, you. I never said this was going to be perfect.
Oh well, it was only Arden anyway. No one cares about him.
George Bush doesn't... No, I'm not going there. There's some lines I won't cross. Yes, speed, I know. Blah, 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 blah. Gambit attack. At least this is more authentic, you know? Gotta give me credit for something here. What would Finn do? Ooh, that could... No, that would kill him. I can't do that to him.
Alec would die as well.
Oh yeah, Alex isn't fully healed. Noisha, on the other hand, would do just fine. Yep. Oh, critical! Well, I didn't want that to happen, but okay. Thanks, Noish.
Unexpected, seeing as his base crit rate is really low.
Might as well just move Arden along, since he's not going to be doing anything. Oh yeah, only the Lord can capture the castles, so don't bother with your other units. And I won't capture that just yet. There's a couple of things I want to do before I end the video. Even though this has already been going on for about an hour. Jesus Christ. Get him, Lex.
He...
Oh,
no.
what? See? This is why you never trust a single RNG. Never. Help me, Quan. Oh, what? Are you shitting me? What is this?
Troll. That's what the game's saying to you. Like, a bandit's got his troll face on.
This is why I hate single RNG. I hate it with a passion.
And nothing is worse than the RNG in Thracia, considering that the RNG goes from 1 to 99, so there's always a chance for you to miss and always a chance for you to get hit.
Alright, Alec is healed now. Alright, can we hit this time, guys? Please? Seriously? Can we? Okay. There we go. See, was that so hard? Start off. Cut. Oh. Slice.
Dead.
Alec gets some of his money back. Ulir, the god of archery. Ulir is a reference to the god of bows, hunting, and shields from Norse mythology. So that was fairly accurate. Actually, nice you get out of the way.
Also, the villages give you a little bit of backstory if you pay attention.
That's why I say sometimes it's just information. It's a little longer now. Healing.
Thanks, man.
Azel, get down here. Alright, if you saw that give command just now, lovers can actually give each other their hoard of cash. Which is quite handy with the situations with the arena or the shops and everything. Just another turn to go for that. There we go. Excuse me. Those hot dogs are going through, man. Finally, get this one. And speed ring get. And 4,000.
Azel will go to double archers as well as axe users now.
Yes, plus 5 to speed, and sees I win.
That's a bit of a change of tactics from your previous file, was it not? Did you not give that to Sigurd?
Well, I didn't know any better. I followed your advice. And look who we get. It's... I am not the biggest fan of this character. I'll go over him once we get him out of here. But yes, this is the typical recruit music, which has been common in every Fire Emblem game, and Jungbi seized. Do 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 do. Anyway, this is Midir. He is an arch knight or an archer knight, whichever you prefer. His bases seem okay, but his growths are some of the worst, I think. He's not one of the better units in the game. The only thing he's good for is for something that comes into play later in the game. He comes with Charge, which we already went over, and Pursuit. He also has no Holy Blood.
He's okay, I guess. He's mounted, so he provides reliable chip damage.
That's his one saving grace, the fact that he's mounted, but even that doesn't help him that much. But now that we've done that, I think I'm going to call this a video, finally. Next time on Let's Play Fire Emblem Seisen no Keifu, we are going to finish the prologue. See you guys then. Later.
See ya.